And March is Women's History Month, and we're also just weeks away, can you believe it, from the 151st running of the Kentucky Derby. Now, rooted deep in the Derby's history are female jockeys who established their right to ride. You can learn all about their contributions in an exhibit at the Kentucky Derby Museum. And we are here with the person who's going to be able to talk the most about it out of anyone out at the Derby Museum. It's Jessica Whitehead. She is the senior curator for collections out at the Derby Museum. Jessica, first off, good morning. And now, we talked a little bit about that permanent exhibit, and it is a permanent exhibit, so anybody can come out at any time and talk and learn about those female jockeys. What is in that exhibit? Kind of walk me through what it looks like.
So what we're trying to do is orient our visitors to the important contributions that women have made to the sport of horse racing and also to this wonderful race that we all love here in Louisville, the Kentucky Derby. And also to show them how few women have managed to break that barrier and that we need more female jockeys coming into the sport. But only 6 women have ridden in the Kentucky Derby in its 150 years.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
And honestly, I mean, it's sad to say, but I imagine that number would be lower. 6 seems a little bit high to me, which I think reflects kind of where we're at in this world. But there are some very unique artifacts in part of that exhibit, too. Can you talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, one of my favorites is a pair of boots that we have that were worn by the first woman, not only to be the first woman to ride in the Kentucky Derby, which was in 1970, but she was also the first woman to ride in a professional horse race in the United States, and her name was Diane Crump. And so we have a pair of boots that she wore at Churchill Downs during her first season exercising horses here. So I love those artifacts. But we also have artifacts related to Cheryl White, who was the first black woman to ride in a professional horse race as a jockey. That was in 1971. And then we have some artifacts related to women who were riding before it was even legal to be riding in professional horse races, and were just riding in rodeos and riding in match races and things like that.
Now, you mentioned Diane, you mentioned Cheryl. I wonder very quickly as we wrap up here, do you have a favorite story that the exhibit showcases?
So probably one of my favorite stories is told by Patty Cooksey, who's a name that people in Louisville probably know. She was somebody who rode at Churchill Downs often. She used to ride as PJ Cooksey because she didn't want people to immediately recognize that she was a woman. So it was tough for the ladies out there.
It sounds like it, but it sounds like a great exhibit, a way to really kind of get engaged as we head towards the Kentucky Derby. Now, you can go to the Kentucky Derby Museum from 8 to 5, Monday through Saturday, and 11 to 5 on Sundays. You can get your general admission tickets and read more about all the exhibits out of the Derby Museum on derbymuseum.org. Jessica, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Morning.
Thank you.